Hey guys, welcome back. It's your favorite Camp of the Limp, and I am back with some more The Hunters by GMT Games. We're going to jump right back into where we left off, which was in the middle of a patrol. Make sure you watch the previous video and all that good stuff, yada, yada, yada. We had sunk a small freighter in our previous video, a little 5,000-ton unescorted ship. Nice little thing just to sink our teeth into. So we're going to jump into our next encounter here, where we're going to roll on our chart, see what we encounter. It's going to be British Isles again. We're going to just keep popping through and see what we find. All right, so let's roll our die here, see what we get. 2d6. And that's a capital ship. We got a 2 on the British Isles. This is a capital ship. I haven't encountered a capital ship in a while. I am going to have to refresh my memory for this on how you handle the capital ship. Give me one sec. Okay, so I was eyeballing it because, like I said, I haven't done a whole lot of capital ships. So I was going over the rules real quick. But first thing, we got to figure out if it's night or day. Let's find out. And it is night, so that's good for us. Let's flick this over to night. And now we roll a d10 to determine what capital ship it is. Where's my little chart here? Capital ship target roster, just a 1d10 to determine which one it is, and they have their own special counters to signify what they are. So let's roll 1 to 10 here. Hopefully we get something that's not too horrible. 3, we have encountered the carrier Courageous, and this will be escorted. All capital ships are escorted. All right, so give me a sec. Let me find Courageous in here. All right, so I've decided to go balls to the wall on this one. Hopefully, I can take out this capital ship. I'm not expecting good results, but we're going to cross our fingers for it. And I was trying to decide, like, oh, should I do close range or medium range? But I know close range can cause some problems, and this guy does have an escort. And I do believe you have to roll for detection first if you're at close range. So I am going to go medium range on this. But with this being a night attack, I'm still getting my -1 bonus there. So that's good. I don't have anything else that's going to negatively modify it. Nope, no green crew. We're good as far as that's concerned. I am going to give myself something to know that's going to be a penalty later on, because down here in the escort detection, we're going to be hitting that later on after we've conducted our attack. There's already a +1 just for there being a capital ship, and I'm deciding to fire everything. So that's going to hurt me. There is a +1 for night surface attack, but it's only year 41 and up. We're not into 41 yet, so I don't have to worry about that. But I am going to be firing forward and aft torpedoes. I'm clearing all the damn tubes, and that's going to incur another penalty. So I'm going to be getting like a +2. I expect to take damage from this, so this might be a shorter patrol, but we cannot give up the chance to get ourselves a capital ship. And now I am wishing so badly that I had something besides these electrics. I don't like them. I want steam back there, but that's all right. We will flick them over here because, like I said, I'm firing everything, front and aft. I can't fire the gun, though. I don't believe you're allowed to fire the gun if there is a escort. I believe you can only use your gun on unescorted targets, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would fire the gun too. I want to shoot everything. Okay, so we will take our torpedoes like I did previously. I got my little tweezers. Why am I not using my tweezers? Slide these over here. I'm putting them all for our convoy or our capital ship here. 4 steam torpedoes, 2 electric torpedoes. So I'm firing 6 torpedoes at this guy, but he needs 5 damage to take him out, right? So I need to put as much hurt onto this guy as I possibly can to try to take him. And there's no follow-on, right? Because sometimes you can follow on if you didn't sink a ship, you want to try to finish it off or something like that. Capital ships are considered to be too fast, so you get them or you don't. There's no middle ground with it. Now, when we look at our modifiers here, I am at medium range, so it's base of 7 or less. But since it's night surface torpedo, night and at surface, I get the -1. That's awesome. So the -1 will bring us to an 8 or less to hit. That's not horrible. That's not as good as we had previously. I think we had 9 or less when we were doing our close range attacks previously. But 8 or less is better. I try to always hit at least 7 or less. because when it comes to a 2d6 roll, your sevens are most likely to hit. You've got the most combinations that will equal 7, so you want to try to hit those 7s if at all possible. And that'll put us in a good spot, but more than likely I'm going to be hurting for that because, like I said, I'm getting bad modifiers when we come over here. All right, so we've got to hit 8 or under. And like I showed you guys previously, when I do it, and this again, it's just the way I do mine, the ones that hit, I slide up. The ones that don't, I slide over. And then when I'm checking for duds, I slide them back down if they hit. It's just an easy way for me to mnemonically remember what I'm doing at one point. Okay, so let's start rolling. We got to do this 6 times. First torpedo is a hit. Yay! All right, second torpedo. Come on. I need all these guys to hit because 1s and 2s are duds, I do believe. Yep, 1s and 2s are duds. That's a hit. So I want as many hitting as possible. If every one of these guys hit and a third were duds, that would mean I would have 4 hits and only need 1 to score 2 to take him out. So that's actually not too bad. All right, come on. Big money, big money. That's good. See, what? This is like the second or third time I've rolled 7. You want to have those 7s on there if at all possible. All right, come on. Big money, big money. Well, actually, not big money. I want little money. All right, so that one's a hit. We've got 4 hits so far. This is really, really good for us. Let's keep rolling. 7 again. That's what I'm talking about. Another hit. All right, come on. Give me all 6. All 6, baby. That's all 6. That is what I am talking about. Now we've got to check for our duds. So we've got all 6. As long as I can only have 1 dud, it's a guaranteed kill on this Courageous. We will have taken out a carrier. That will be something sick. All right, so looking at our little dud chart here, you can see 1940. We are at 1s and 2s. So that is all right. Actually, no, oops, I forgot. Steams are on to the right. Those are 1s and 3s. All right, so good thing I noticed that. We need 4 up on these first 2. That's good. That's a hit. Come on. I need big money, big money. High number. That's good. Now we need 3s and up on this. And no 1s and 2s and we're good. Come on. No 1, no 2. That's a 1. Oh, first steam is a whiff. Come on. Big, 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 big. Think 6s. That'll hit. Whoo. Good thing that's a steam. All right, we've got 3. That's good. That puts us in the ballpark. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. If this last one hits, then, or is not a dud, we've killed this mofo. but his escort's probably going to kill us, but that's all right. Come on. Come on. No 1, no 2, no 1. Come on, y'all at home. Blow on the dice. Ah! Damn thing landed on a 4 when I dropped it, but I can't keep it that way. Oh, come on. Come on. Do it one more time for Daddy. No! Son of a bitch. Oh, God. I need one of these to come up as a 2. Oh. All right, so we're going to our black die for our damage. Now, looking at this, attack damage, basically we only need 1 of these to be a 1, 2, or 3, and we've got enough damage to take out this carrier. Okay, come on. 4 torpedoes. That's a 6, so that's 1 damage. Slide this one over. All right, come on. Come on. 1, 2, or 3. That is another damage. Please don't leave this thing at 1 damage. Please don't leave this thing at 1 damage. Please. That's what I'm talking about. 1 is the 4 damage. Oh, we got him with that last one. We must have hit his ammo dump or his fuel or something and took him out on that one. Yay. Got him. Let's see what our last one would have got, though. Oh, that was coming down to the wire. Can't believe we got that close. Ooh. That was also 1 damage. We only had 1. We needed 1 to hit right, just to have more than 1 damage, and we actually got it. I cannot believe we took out that carrier. That is excellent. I think that's actually the first time in all my games of any submarine stuff where I've taken out a capital ship. And you guys got to be here with me for it. That is outstanding. I'm almost out of torpedoes now for this patrol, but you guys got to be there. So, yeah, awesome. Hold on, let me write this down. All right, so you guys can see I wrote it down on my little thing here. And actually, I took one of your suggestions of writing in the spare ones, because you're right. I shouldn't be trying to cram it on there since the next line's going to be a refit anyway. I could put it above or below. But 18,000 tons, 18,006 tons taken out with that one carrier. That is awesome. That is so cool. And that right there, that moment, will that one torpedo hit? That's why you play these games, these little narrative games. Because it's all in your head, am I going to get this? Am I going to get a carrier? And I'm so, thrilled that I had this happen on screen, for you guys, so you guys can see that. But that's the thrill of these games for me, right? That's where the fun comes from. Because it's not rolling the die and keeping track of little numbers and everything. It's those little moments where I took out this carrier. That's so freaking cool, I know some people wouldn't get that. But for us war gamers, it's that exciting moment. So, carrier's down. I almost want to burn the counter or something to say, I took that asshole out. He's done. He's not coming back in. But now is the bad part. Now we've got to deal with the repercussions. Okay, so looking at our escort detection, we've got to see, is he detected? Okay, so I took a second. I was reading over this chart to make sure I've got everything right. We are looking for an 8 or less, all right? Just natural for the escort detection, because we got to see if we were detected from all the bullcrap we were doing. My guess is taking out a carrier. Yeah, we were detected. But there's modifiers that we have to deal with. There are different modifiers depending on the year. Good thing we're still in 1940, so there's not a whole lot, not a modifier for that. But we do have a couple that are going to hit us. +1 for the capital ship, and where is it? There's another one. We weren't close range. It's not night surfaces. Oh, forward and aft torpedoes. So that's only the first round, but we're only doing one round, so it's not going to matter. Long range, you do get a minus, but we're not going to exceed test depth. I'm not going to try to do that. We're just going to take our chances. So we are down now because this adds a +2 to it, and you're needing an 8 or less naturally. So with the +2, we need a 6 or under to now no longer be detected. If we are detected, then we have to see how many hits we have to incur, damage-wise. So now we're hoping for low numbers again. Come on. I just need 1 6 or under here, and I can snake out having taken out a carrier, and I can die happy. All right, come on. 5! That's what I'm talking about, baby. We snaked it. I cannot believe I pushed it to the edge like that and got it. We snuck away from that escort. We get to bounce, and I still have torpedoes left. Now, unfortunately, I got a little hair on my game. Where is this? Okay, get off. I think one of my beard hairs is on my little playmat. Okay. Unfortunately, even though we have these torpedoes, we cannot refill our aft torpedo section. We can only refill a section with torpedoes from that section. So, and I usually never fire torpedoes from the aft section, and I've actually completely emptied it out. Since our aft section is completely emptied out, we have no refills for it, just flat out, period. We still got a decent amount for the front, but I can only fire up to 4 of them now. And we still have to deal with duds and misses and all the other stuff. So you see, with me, I like to focus fire. I like to pick one target and try to blow it out of the water. I might not have the biggest numbers, but I got consistent numbers. That's what I'm kind of shooting for. It's kind of like slow and steady, I'll get there eventually. That diesel engine will get there. She'll know I was in the room, you know what I mean? All right, so let's continue on with our patrol here. Move these things off since we are done with this section. I cannot believe I sneaked out of that. Oh, and one of the things I was wanting to ask, you guys tell me, any of you sub guys, you might know about this. What is the reason besides game wise? All right, so just besides they don't want you doing it for game purposes, that you can't take the forward torpedo reloads and put them on the aft section. Because, was there a reason? Was there like a thing in real life that they couldn't have, a handful of guys lug this thing to the back if there was an emergency situation? I'm sure maybe they had like a pulley or something. They could move them around. They had to be able to get them on board. And I'm sure there was a, easier way, as far as actually loading, where they had bays that would actually open up so they could just slide them in right to the section they go. But when they're on the mission, they would have to be able to do it. Because let's say, the aft section torpedo tubes were just taken out. You would want to have those torpedoes be useful for something. they would have to be able to move them up. So is there a reason? Is there some realistic, real-world example of why you can't reload universally, front and back? Just y'all let me know. All right, so we will take and move up because that was actually our second encounter there. Remember, we're at ×2 on each one of these. So let's see if we can squeeze out one more quick encounter because I still have a fair amount of torpedoes left. I don't have to head back to port yet. Let's see what we've got going on for our next one. 9. All right, well, 9 is actually nothing on this one. So I'm going to take that as a sign from the gods because I don't have a whole lot of time left on this video. So we'll cut it just a few minutes shorter and we'll pause here and we'll pick up with the next one. I don't know how long we're going to run it. Like I said, I want to run at least a full patrol and let you guys see the end off. And I think I can finish that off in at least one more video. Maybe 1-2 more encounters, burn off a few more torpedoes, and then show you guys how you head back to port. Just for those of you who haven't seen a game like this played before. And for those of you who haven't, I'm sure there's not very many war gamers that haven't seen it. But I remember when I was first getting into war games, I didn't know, a lot of this information. So it would have been great if it had been out there. And there was some, but there wasn't near as much when I first started as there is now. It's just, there's a plethora out there now of people doing stuff. But there are plenty of games in this ilk, that narrative storyline where you kind of build your adventure in your head and you go on a set course of missions, whether it's this one, the Hunters, and there's multitudes when it comes to submarines because they just play so well when it comes to the missions. Whether it's the Hunters, the Hunted, Silent Victory, that I've got the World War I one. Can't remember the name of it. Mediterranean something. You guys will put it down in the comments if I can't remember it. But it has smaller submarines and they're fighting like World War I. So you have that. Then you have the air versions with like Target for Today or Night Fighter Ace, or I think the newest one is Interceptor Ace. I can't remember that one specifically offhand. You guys let me know if you like that one as well, because I have not tried that one and I've been kind of interested in it, the Interceptor Ace. Oh, and there's, I think, even a Zeppelin one, and I haven't tried that one. I've been thinking about trying that. Am I right? Did that Zeppelin one release yet already? I think it probably did. I'm sure I can look it up, but I like talking to you guys anyway. So, like I said, there's so many games. Picket Duty as well by Legion Games. Excellent game. I love Picket Duty. I really do. I love ships. So, Picket Duty, Hunters, this stuff just all up my alley. And I'm rambling, so for those of you who know this shit, you guys can end it. But for Picket Duty, if you like destroyer-type gameplay, that one is this type of stuff, except you're on a destroyer and you're using your deck guns and anti-air guns and stuff like that to fend off waves of incoming Japanese kamikaze fighters. And you have to determine what angle they're coming in at the ship. And then once you know how many and what direction they're coming in, you have to allocate your weapons to fire at all the different aircraft coming in. And that is just so neat because your weapons only have certain arcs of fire, just like they would in real life. You can't just fire your deck guns in any willy-nilly direction. You have some of them in the front, some in the back, some in the midships. Can fire in whatever direction. So you have to pick what guns you're going to fire. Am I going to fire the Bofors in this direction and the 5-inchers in this direction and try to take out these guys? Excellent game. So if you are into this stuff, but you're not really into submarines and you like destroyers, Picket Duty is awesome. Definitely check that out. And obviously, if you're into aircraft, Target for Today, Interceptor Ace, Night Fighter Ace, all those games, right there. All right, but I'll stop rambling. Like I said, we'll pick up with the next video, and I'll probably have that one be the last one for this series. And we'll do a couple more encounters and then bug our way back to patrol, back to port, so you guys can see how that goes. And if I don't actually get damaged in the process, take some hits, I'll at least walk you guys through it for those of you who have not seen it before. All right, that's going to be it for me. You guys take care. I'll catch you in the next one.